Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
New York Times Business.
July 29. 11:20 America, New York. How to cope with rising rates and inflation. Rates are rising, inflation is nasty, and a painful recession is certainly possible. But there are steps you can take now, our columnist says.
New York Times Business.
July 29. 11:11 America, New York. Climate Bill, Transformative, for auto and energy industries. The Senate's proposal aims to accelerate electric car sales and promote domestic battery manufacturing at China's expense. The bill includes money to help consumers pay for rooftop solar panels.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
July 29. 11:06 America, New York. These consumer staples aren't looking so safe. Makers of household goods from shampoo to toilet paper are struggling to perform their traditional role as safe havens in investor portfolios.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
July 29, 10:39 America, New York. Intel shows limits of CHIPS Act. U.S. lawmakers rescued a giant subsidy package for the semiconductor industry just as the country's largest chip maker proved the limits of such measures. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. July 29, 10:27 America, New York. Ukraine prepares first grain shipments since Russian invasion. President Volodymyr Zelensky oversaw on Friday the loading of a ship in a Ukrainian-controlled port, the first test for a deal to allow Kyiv to begin exporting grain trapped in the country.
Global Economy. July 29, 10:22 America, New York. UK consumer borrowing doubles amid rise in cost of living. Significant increase from May to June comes as inflation heads towards double digits.
Daily FX Market News.
July 29, 10:22 America, New York. Rand Dollar Outlook. USD, ZAR gains. JSE saw 40 index tests key level. The South African Rand has weakened against the USD after failing to hold below 16.40. The JSE South Africa Top 40, SAW 40, experiences 2 consecutive weeks of gains.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
July 29, 9:58 America, New York. India's gig workers are up in arms, and tech firms should worry. Delivery drivers, crucial to the country's burgeoning tech sector, are starting to push back harder for financial protections.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 29, 9:54 America, New York. Inflation hits fresh 4-decade high, according to Fed's preferred measure. Consumer prices rose 6.8% in June from a year earlier, up from 6.3% in May and April, as measured by the Commerce Department's Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index.
Global Economy.
July 29, 9:47 America, New York. Is the U.S. in recession? Measuring the slowdown in the world's largest economy. Most economists think the country is not in the throes of a major downturn, but the outlook is far from rosy.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 29, 9:16 America, New York. Oil giants report record profits on high energy prices. Exxon, Chevron and Shell banked a record $46 billion in collective profits in the second quarter, fueled by lucrative oil refining margins and the highest energy prices in over a decade.
Global Economy.
July 29, 9:09 America, New York. Latest inflation and wage data keep pressure on Fed. Total pay and benefits for U.S. workers jumped 1.3% in the second quarter.
Daily FX Market News.
July 29, 9 o'clock America, New York. Nasdaq 100 trims gains as Fed's favorite inflation gauge rises more than expected. June U.S. core PCE rises to 4.8% YOY from 4.7% YOY in May, a sign that inflationary pressures are struggling to cool and that the Fed has a long way to go to restore price stability. New York Times Business.
July 29, 8:41 America, New York. Targeting woke capital. West Virginia's banning of 5 big Wall Street banks for doing business with the state is yet another step toward a politicized world of red brands and blue brands. Florida's DeSantis. Make profits great again.
Marginal Revolution.
July 29, 8:35 America, New York. Have we seen peak social media? That is the question I raise in my latest Bloomberg column. Please note it is one scenario, not a prediction. Here is one bit.
Daily FX Market News. July 29, 7:03 America, New York. DAX and FTSE rally, buoyed by data and returning risk appetite. Indices break higher, as Eurozone data and U.S. earnings improves risk appetite.
BBC News Business.
July 29, 5:53 America New York, Instagram U turns on TikTok-style revamp. The social media platform pauses the rollout of new features after an online community backlash.